Resin crystal already catch the light beautifully, but as a real candle holder, they are on a different level. By the end of this video, these pieces will be glowing, reflecting the candle lights and throwing little highlights into every corner. Hello guys, welcome to LisinCult Resin Lab. I'm Lida and today we are making a matching pair of crystal donut candle holders with iridescent tinsel strap inside for that hidden glow. We are also trying two different finishes and compare the results at the end. Let's do it. My plan is simple. First, I will place the tinsel inside the mold and then pour the resin to lock it in. This mold is deep with the crystal texture, and as you can see, the ring itself is pretty thick. So I'm leaving a little headspace instead of filling it to the ring. It looks more elegant and the piece doesn't turn out too thick or heavy. For resin, low or medium viscosity works best here. I would avoid fast cure or very thick resin because deep pores can heat up. And if your resin runs warm, you can pour your resin in 2 stages. For the resin amount for this experiment, I calculate this mold like a cylinder with a hole in the middle. And for 2 molds, we need about 600 grams of resin mixture in total. If you want the exact formula and the full resin calculation, it is all in the free PDF guide link in the description box. And I'm using tinsel on purpose. It tends to stay where you place it. If you are using iridescent flakes instead, keep in mind they can sink, especially in the low viscosity resin. So either let your resin rest until it thickens slightly, then pour, or mix in enough flakes to really saturate your resin so they don't drop straight to the bottom of your mold. Alright, let's get busy. Lay the tinsel inside the mold following the donut shape and then cut the extra part. Then spread the tinsel evenly around the ring. Don't cram it in, let it sit naturally. And if any thin tinsel strips stick up above the mold, trim them and gently tuck them back in. Now pour the resin slowly and let it flow into all the crystal texture mold. For the second one, I'm not filling it as high as the first one. I'm leaving a little space because after it cures, I will add a thin layer of black paste on top. Make sure everything is fully covered with no trapped bubbles. Give the mold a gentle tap or a small shake to help bubbles rise. If any tinsel strips float up, use a toothpick or tweezers to nudge them under the resin. We want a flat, even surface. And if some strips are too long, snip them and tuck the ends under the resin surface. Now give the surface a quick torch pass, cover the mold and let them cure properly. And if you want to see the final comparison, don't skip the reveal. It's the best part. Alright, both pieces are cured, and as I mentioned earlier, on the second one, I'm adding a thin layer of black paste resin mixture. So after demolding, we can compare a clear backside versus a black background. Now let this cure, then we will come back for demolding. Hello again, it's finally demolding time. Let's pop this out. Look at this one, with a clear backside. It looks like a sparkly crystal donut. All those tiny crystal cuts catch the light, and because of that crystal texture, you don't really see the tinsel strips. You just get this iridescent rainbow glow when you move it. So pretty, right? And here the black background version. Wow, everything pops. The crystal texture looks sharper and deeper, and the whole piece looks much more dramatic. And when I tilt it, that color shifts is gorgeous. Actually, each one has its own vibe. Now, let's take it one step further. Moving this candle holder can be a little tricky. You have got the candle in one hand, the ring in the other, and it's easy for something to slip. So I was thinking, what if we seal the central hole with a thin layer of resin, so the candle and the holder stay together as a solid piece? What do you think? Let's try it. To seal the hole, we need a temporary base underneath, so the resin doesn't drip through. You can use PVA glue or liquid latex, but today I'm using the fastest method, double-side tape and a clear sheet. But before we stick anything down, we need to fix one thing. Because we didn't fill the mold all the way to the top, this edge isn't perfectly even, and it can feel a bit sharp. So I will trim it with the cutting pliers and give it a quick light sanding. Once it is smooth and flat, we are ready to seal the opening. Now I'm placing the double-side tape around the opening on the back. Then I lay the clear sheet, something like this, over it and press it firmly all the way around, so it will be sealed and no resin can sneak underneath. Okay, we are ready to pour. For this step, we only need a tiny amount of resin, about 10 or 15 grams total for both pieces. I'm using clear resin with just a touch of iridescent flakes, so from the front, it still matches the candle holder perfectly. If you want, you can add a little black pigment paste for the piece with the black background. It's totally optional. Now give them a quick torch to pop the bubbles. Then cover them and let them cure. See you when they are fully set. Alright, the centers are fully cured now, so let's peel off those clear sheets and see the results. Look at them. The backs are sealed. Now they are easier to carry, more secure, and the whole piece feels more balanced. Honestly, isn't this upgrade way better? And if you want that extra pro finish, add silicone pads underneath. They protect your table, stop sliding, and instantly make the piece look more finished. Now they feel complete and more luxurious. 2 crystal candle holder rings, one clear, one with a deep black background. Both have that iridescent shine and crisp crystal cuts, sparkling like 2 little stars on your tabletop. Alright, that's a wrap for this resin experiment. Now choose clear and airy or black and dramatic. Which one is your winner? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to grab your free PDF guides link in the description box. Subscribe for more resin experiments here at LisinCult Resin Lab. Until the next video, let your creativity shine like an iridescent rainbow.